Well, to Orlando now, where 5 people, including 4 children, are dead after a hostage standoff that lasted nearly 24 hours. Police are still on the scene this morning investigating. I want to bring in Sophia Yerkstovich, who has been following the story for us. Sophia, this sounds tragic. What happened?
Yes, John, tragic indeed, as 4 children with their ages ranging from 1 to 11 years old, including, in addition, the suspected gunman, 35-year-old Gary Wayne Lindsey Jr., have been found dead by apparent gun wounds inside a Florida apartment after Lindsey Jr. took the children hostage. Now, police were originally responding to a domestic violence call that was made at about 11:45 p.m. on Sunday night by a woman who reported being battered by Lindsey Jr. She allegedly fled the apartment and made the call from a nearby restaurant. And when police arrived at the apartment to try and arrest Lindsey, a shootout between him and responding officers began. Now, it's being reported that one officer, Kevin Valencia, was shot and has already underwent surgery, but he remains in critical condition, and that after the shootout, Lindsey barricaded himself inside the apartment with the 4 children as hostages. Now, police spent hours trying to negotiate the safe release of the children before ultimately making their way into the apartment to ultimately find everyone inside dead. Let's take a listen to the chief of the Orlando Police, John Mina.
All 4 children have been killed by the suspect by apparent gunshot wounds, and it appears the suspect took his own life as well. Our hearts go out to the families of those 4 children. Obviously, this is a long day like this is both physically and emotionally draining on our law enforcement officers.
2 of the children are believed to be Lindsey's own children, and the other 2 children are believed to be his girlfriend's children. Their ages, again, were 1, 6, 10, and 11. Now, police say that about 60 deputies were involved in the effort to rescue the children. There were hostage negotiators also on scene. SWAT personnel was also there at the scene, which lasted approximately 24 hours. Now, what we do know about Lindsey Jr. is that he had been detained by police at least 8 times. He had an extensive criminal history, including arson, domestic battery, and theft, and that he was on probation for several charges. And John, this situation is still under investigation, but as you mentioned earlier, tragic, as we know that, and we can confirm that 4 children have lost their lives. As more information becomes available, I will be back here with those updates.
Thanks, Sophia.
You're welcome.